Give me a D and a G. It's the Dawg and Gus Show. It's the Dawg and Gus Show.
Hey, coffee lovers, Dawg here to tell you about our favorite new brew, Green Army Coffee.
That's right, Dawg. Green Army Coffee isn't just delicious, it's coffee with a mission. They're veteran-owned, and every cup supports those who serve.
You can taste the dedication in every roast. Whether you're fueling up for the day or winding down, they've got the perfect blend for you.
And it's not just great coffee, it's a way to give back. Supporting Green Army Coffee means you're supporting our troops and their families.
So what are you waiting for? Grab a bag, sip smart, and support a great cause.
Check them out at www.greenarmycoffee.ca. Green Army Coffee, brewed for those who serve. Hey, Dawg, your beard's looking flickin' great, my man.
Thanks, Gus. I've been using the Bush Beard Wash.
The what now?
At Bush Beard, they know that every man with a beard is a unique beardo. And that's why they offer a wide range of products to cater to every beard's needs. Whether you have a long and luscious mane or prefer to keep it short and sharp, their products will help you achieve that perfect look.
From the nourishing beard oil and balm to the refreshing beard wash, their products are made with all natural local ingredients to keep that beard healthy, soft, and lustrous. The beard comb and brush are designed to detangle and shape your beard, making sure you always look your best.
At Bush Beard, they're dedicated to providing the best possible grooming experience for all the beardos out there. So why settle for an average beard when you can have a glorious, well-groomed one? Try Bush Beard products today and unleash the full potential of your beard.
Be sure to use Dawg and Gus 10 and get 10% off your order.
Bush Beard, the small-town brand with the big old Canadian heart. Welcome to the Dawg and Gus Show.
What's up, Dawg?
Not much, Gus. You?
Oh, just cruising through another wonderful Monday here.
Oh, yeah. Monday.
Monday. We did live. You guys joined us for a minute there. That was great. Thank you very much. And we should probably say who you're talking to here. Who are you talking to here, Dawg?
We got a little bit of Cattail Creek.
Cattail Creek. What a great handle.
Yeah.
What's up? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's great. Where did the name come from?
Well, it's our second name, actually. The band has gone through some changes early on in our career. We had our first name didn't feel right, but we did get T-shirts with the original band name on it. But Cattail Creek. It's actually a little creek or a little park here in Canada where three of us live now. So felt that sort of fit a little bit better with the band and what we were doing in the beginning. But yeah, I think it's a better change from what we had in the first place.
There's a lot of good affiliations with creeks, like Nickel Creek, the band, and the Stadies have a ton of Rat Creek and 16 Mile Creek, beauty songs. So it's good. It felt right.
Yeah,
the original band name was sounded more like a venereal disease. It was Boots and Claps.
Good change, boys.
Yeah, we thought so.
Yeah. So when somebody comes to a Cattail Creek show, can they get one of the Boots and Claps shirts at a discount? Can you get rid of your stock or what?
Yeah, it was
4 left, I think.
Four.
Yeah.
They'll be on eBay.
Get all
at
four.
some point,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, all four is on a discount. Actually.
That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
They're actually
So,
free with, but if you buy a ticket to a show, they're free.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, nice. Good start. That's the way to do it.
You're the first 4 people through the door.
That's right.
Yeah, get it going.
That's
Get it
it.
going. Yeah, you got to get those people through the door. Free T-shirt with a band.
Wait a second. I've seen you guys. I didn't get no T-shirt.
Oh, geez, we got.
I see how it
We'll
works.
send you the the mailing address later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how did you guys get into making music? What was the original idea of it, and where did it come from as kids and stuff like that?
I don't know, but go ahead. Yeah.
I kind of grew up in a musical household to some degree. My mom was a music teacher, and my dad was not musically inclined, but listened to a lot of good music. He was into blues and rock and stuff, and I just played played some instruments here and there in bands in high school, and I've pretty much just dabbled my whole adult career, bands here and there, and yeah.
Matt and I met, well, we used to work together, and at our workplace, there was actually enough people who played music that they had bands, and they had, I think there was like 4 or 5 bands, and they used to do a thing every spring where they'd have like workplace palooza, and they'd have a showcase, and each band would play, a set. And so Matt was playing with a group of people from work, and I'm the least musical of the whole group for sure. Don't have any, good background in music or anything like that, but can strum along some chords. So, anyways, Matt and I played in that group at work, and then both went our separate ways from work, but continued to play music and jam together. And Bram and Luke, we can let them pick it up from there.
Sure, yeah. A little bit like Matt, I've been playing since I was a kid too. Stopped for a while and got back into it around my mid-30s, I guess. Just doing recording projects, and then probably about 5 or 6 years ago, got the itch to go back out and play a little bit live, get back on the live scene, and yeah. So one day I saw an ad on Kijiji, lonely bass player looking for lonely drummer, I think were the exact terms, yeah. And yeah, we met up with a guitarist, and from there it snowballed into a couple of other bands, and then met these guys a couple of years after, I guess that. And then we finally got out and jammed. I guess it'd be around this time last year, I think.
Yeah.
Am I accurate on that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bram's the drummer, Luke's the bassist, but they played in other bands together. And Bram and I met at the kids' school. Our kids go to school together, and it was like, we could tell. I think you could tell each other's we're musicians, and sort of, what are you playing and what do you do? And Bram and Luke were looking for, do something a little bit different or in addition to what they were doing. So,
Well, you got out with Bram, I think, or I don't know if you guys got together, but I got a text from Brandon saying, "Hey, I met this guy, and he wants to jam sometime." And this was last year, and I hadn't been playing. I was between group. I was with this other group, not doing too much, but so I was like, yeah, for sure, let's do it. This is a great idea, and it came out, and then I think Bram was like, "Yeah, I also know a guy. Yeah, I'm playing with him too, so bring him in."
And it just clicked, I guess. Yeah, from there.
Nice.
we didn't get Luke's background. What's your musical background?
Yeah. This is Dawg and Gus show. It's not your show.
Yeah, same kind of thing. Growing up playing music, mostly guitar as I grew up, and then I came to the realization that nobody really needs a guitar player, and the bass is a far superior instrument. So I made the switch. And yeah, kind of post-pandemic, coming out of the pandemic, there I put up my lonely bass player seeking lonely drummer ad on
On
Kijiji.
Grinder first, on Grinder, and then
No hits.
Yeah, wasn't getting the right crowd that I was after,
hits.
but different.
Nothing was the right
feeling.
fit.
yeah. That's great. No,
Exactly.
it's it seems like it was somewhat organic, but it was that's great that you guys kind of found each other. Yeah. So we were just Dawg was saying that you put on a great show. So
Yeah, it was lots of fun.
yeah, glad to hear
Oh,
that.
thanks. Yeah. It was a
That
lot
was
of fun.
with that was at Live on Elgin with Soul Dive and what's his name, Jay Willow.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was fun. It was a fun night.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, we're happy to see it came out, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. We played a couple shows with Soul Dive, and they're super fun. I think one of the funnest shows I've played in is with Soul Dive at Poor Boy. I think.
Poor boy.
Poor
Yes.
boy,
A lot of fun. Yeah, good energy. They brought a great crowd of people, and yeah, we had some fans too. So yeah,
Yeah. You didn't follow him down to Argentina though. Like just
nah,
No.
didn't want to play down there with him.
there's no room in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long drive.
Buy a second hand.
Yeah, and they have kids too, so
Yeah, a little tough,
a
right?
bit different. Yeah. Oh, just going away for 6 months.
Yeah,
it's
tough
no
sell.
biggie.
Tough sell at home.
Yeah, no doubt.
No biggie.
I know it quite well. So
Yeah, I could do it.
yeah, you can pull it off.
I could
Yeah.
sure could. Yeah.
Be sick for you, actually.
Hey,
Be nice. You could learn how to
Right.
surf, but
dude, because I look like a surfer.
you could.
Uh-huh.
You could be one of those cool older surfers,
I am a cool older dude, but not a surfer.
True that.
True story. Wait, there's some laughing going on. I'm not sure if that's good or bad.
Could be both.
It could be both. So,
Supportive.
you guys all
Or supportive,
share?
go ahead.
Yeah, you guys all share a love for the Celtic brand of music.
I think we probably do. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely an inspiration. And I think when we started, we certainly, I feel like that was a driving factor. And I
yeah.
think the more we play, I don't know, it's falling into the background a little bit. And I feel like we're getting heavier. I don't know. Some of our
Yeah,
tunes
yeah.
are getting heavier.
Developing our own sound, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we're 8. What is this? 8 months? 9 months? 10 months?
I think we're a year. I think it was February. It was early
Months.
February the first time we jammed. And
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Still, it's been, the style has kind of changed and developed a little bit, but yeah. I mean, it started. It was more acoustic and quieter, and yeah, like both Brandon and I had been playing mandolin here and there, and so that was sort of the one of the bases that we kind of started from. But yeah, it's definitely getting into a little more guitar sound, and still trying to stay a bit folky, folk rock. So
Nice.
Keep trying to introduce some of the punk covers and
Yeah.
Beastie Boys covers and stuff like that.
A little bit of reggae recently.
Yeah.
With a mandolin.
You know,
That's
Dog-
right.
that's
So
the
Dog didn't know how instrumental Beastie Boys were. Until
Oh,
I
you have to bring it up whenever he can. He brings that up, right? I didn't know they played instruments.
showed him
That's how they
the
started.
way.
Yeah.
Showed him the
Started as a
way.
punk band. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, very talented band.
Yes, I know.
So is Cattail Creek.
Yeah, you guys should really write up a song with dueling mandolins in it. That's what I think.
Yeah. I like
Oh, I would be
That's not a bad idea.
Matt would school me on mandolin. I can
No,
kind of
it's
hack
not
my
about
way through it
schooling.
and,
Well, maybe it is.
play some chords, but yeah, Matt's the real mandolinist.
But you would destroy him in a whistling competition.
that's true.
Maybe.
Is it-
Oh,
Wow, yeah.
So maybe a song dueling mandolins and dueling whistling.
Doing whistles, yeah. We've
Could
had
be.
some mando and harmonica back and forth,
That's true.
little duels, but
Epic battles.
battles on stage. Yeah, it's
Pretty
there you go.
I mean, what kind of show would it be if it was dueling mandolins and dueling harmonicas? You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
great
Like,
show.
It'd be like
Oh man, yeah.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see somebody else do it. Yeah.
serving magic mushrooms at the door.
Yeah,
Yeah. Complimentary, of course.
Of course.
along with the t-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, in
yeah.
case you
Yeah.
throw off on the other one.
One T-shirt.
One only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any pre-show rituals?
No, we've been trying to. the last show we all loaded up in the van. I got a minivan, so we all went together in the van and try to do that a little bit more. That's always fun to be together before the show and just drive. And if I'm alone, I'll do vocal warm ups. I'll listen to the vocal warm up tunes, and make weird noises and try to help myself out as best I can. I don't know if these guys.
Well, based on our last show, the drive down to Perth there with the weather, I think our pre-show ritual was survival.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We drove in that snowstorm last Saturday. Yeah, to
Nice.
Perth.
Down to Perth,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Did you have a good turnout to it? Or there's many crazy people come to the show?
Yeah.
Packed. It was
Packed.
intimate.
It was an intimate show.
Yeah.
I think all
Intimate.
7 people really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
risking our lives to play a show.
That's
great.
right.
Yeah. It was fun. It was good.
Committed.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Group.
That's it. Yeah.
We couldn't leave the venue high and dry, right? Like we had to
No.
be there. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Good on you
Yeah.
guys. Good on you for like pushing through a snowstorm to get to a gig.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I did that
Ask
too.
our
Actually.
families if they think it was worth it.
We
Yeah.
said our,
Well-
said our goodbyes on the phone on the way down, so
Yeah.
yeah.
just in case.
We'll have a chat with the significant others and children later and see how they feel about the whole thing. But
They
Yeah.
forgot about it. They've already forgot.
For some reason, they all said, "At least you're all together." So if you all go down, you'll all go down
Yeah.
together. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah, one funeral, 4 guys.
Leonard Styles, you know?
Yes, Leonard Skinner, except
Stack our bodies.
it's a van, not a plane.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Logistics doesn't matter.
no. Let's get away from the morbid stuff.
Yeah, sure. Whatever, yeah.
That's fair.
How prolific do you guys feel you need to be on the socials, like for getting your stuff out there, getting people to follow you? Because I know this guy does most of our stuff because I'm not as good at it as he is.
Dog, I hear you. This guy here, this is our social media manager. and he's does a hell of a job. And I'm not in that stuff too much. I get scared, I get kind of nervous about it. Not nervous. I just,
Weird. Don't sell yourself short.
No, you're right.
Matt's put our website together, and Luke does the social media. He's always on that and keeping us try to keep us current with the kids. I don't have any of it. I don't know what goes on, so I leave it up to them, and I thank them for that. But how important it is, I don't know.
I mean, I guess we could always do more. I guess it's important, but I feel like our demographic, it's not the biggest draw. They just want to know when we're playing and need to see daily updates, what we're eating, or what. But there could be, maybe that's the market that we haven't tapped into yet.
Maybe we have to just,
that's maybe the next phase of
we gotta think
sales
bigger.
would be.
Yeah.
But
Start posting food pics. Here we are eating this.
No,
Yeah.
that's so 2010.
what do middle-aged musicians eat before the big show?
Yeah.
A lot of brand.
Yeah, a lot of brand
Fiber. A lot of fiber.
Yeah, fruits.
Imagine not being on social media. That'd be such a dream. I was just saying that'd be such a dream. Yeah, it's living the dream. Really.
Where would we put this show then if we didn't have social media?
That's true. I mean, YouTube is is
you have enough of a following now. People just tune in, right?
Yeah.
So check it out.
We've gotten a little bit going there now. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, you guys just a shout out to you guys. It's awesome what you guys are doing, and I've learned so many new bands just watching the show or listening to it, and some of the stuff you're doing, like with Jake DeMarche was on the other day. That was a really riveting episode, and the stuff he's doing is great. So yeah, good on you guys. It's I think that's sort of one of the things doing this and playing shows and getting in. Like again, I pretty self-deprecating with my musical abilities, but it's nice to be in that community of musicians, and it's real. Like everyone's solid. Like I haven't met a bad person doing this whole thing, and it's getting me out of the house, getting friends and family out of the house, and taking part in music. And I think what you guys are doing is like helps that out as well, right? It's cool to celebrate the small like local music scene, and it's great.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, we do what we can.
Well, we also haven't met somebody that we didn't like either. I mean, that's the cool thing about this.
We haven't met anybody yet.
Well, we didn't air that one, but that was
the one that we didn't do. And he's probably wondering what happened. But
we left him on read. Left him on read. Man.
Read only. Technical issues.
Sorry, dude. Figure it out. It's gonna come out in 2026.
Yeah, it'll be out when the new venue shows up.
That's right.
Speaking of,
we've all been solid.
Yeah, they've all been awesome. Is there a venue that's on you guys' musical bucket list? Like, doesn't necessarily have to be here in Ottawa, but is there a venue that you guys would love to play?
I've got one. House of Targ for us. Yeah.
Nice.
It's kind of been like our unicorn. We haven't been able to lock it down yet. So, yeah, that one's for me anyway. What about you guys? Anything?
I don't really. I know. Also, you were saying before we played the Rainbow a couple months ago, and that was one Bram really wanted to get to. And again, I'm new to it all, so anywhere that will have us is cool by me. But I know that was
one off the list. Yeah.
But like Bram does. He's our manager, so like everyone in the band seems to do something. I don't know. I do the least of everybody, but yeah. So, but Bram books. He gets all of our shows. He's really in touch with a lot of the venues and the festivals and that, and he's put shows together with other groups and that. So yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, I was going to ask you what you do in the band, but obviously nothing, so that's good. I'm just kidding. No. Bram must have read my shirt. He was like, House of Targ.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
We interviewed the owner, and he was just a great guy. So it was a
Yogi.
while back.
Yogi,
It was a while back. So just some background on that. We were in his office, and they have this couch similar to what you're sitting on that's completely falling apart. And I'm sitting on that couch, and I'm pretty tall. So like when I'm sitting like this, trying to interview the guy, and he's in his comfortable chair. And of course, Dawg says I'm older, I'm getting the better chair. So I'm sitting in this fucking depleting couch. Like
he kept shrinking.
Yeah.
So we had to keep adjusting his microphone because he kept going down.
It's like falling, and it was pretty early. Like I'd say in the first season.
Yes, it was near the end of the first season.
Still getting our chops about how to produce the podcast a bit better and yada yada yada. But yeah, so I was basically, I leave there. I couldn't walk because my back was destroyed, and
I had to pull him up out of the chair, out of the couch.
Yeah,
There's a big sucking sound.
Yeah,
So he got out.
like Yogi, I'm gonna get you a new couch.
Dude, you did promise him that.
Well, I wait till the podcast starts making some money. Then we'll
Oh, fine. All right.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, House of Tark, great
You can miss
venue
one.
of great
Yeah.
choice.
Actually, gonna go there this Saturday night for a show.
Nice.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most difficult thing about being a musician?
Time. I'd love to have more time to do it. Like we all work, 9 to 5 jobs and have kids and all that kind of stuff. So it's for me it'd be not having enough time is the hardest thing.
Yeah,
Don't move my
Yeah.
is
stuff.
that for all of you basically?
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah. Having the time and the opportunity to expand what we're doing, and like as Brandon was saying, get into the local musical community more and stuff. But yeah, it's hard to do that when you're living in the life you're living, So
Yeah, there's balance and there's a challenge with that, of course.
Do your kids like the fact that you're musicians? Is that cool to them, or are they at that age?
I think like my kids are what are they? 10 and 14, and they're I think they're supportive. They're not like biggest fans by any means, but they're like, "Oh, you're going to play a show there? Okay, that's cool, yeah." And like interested in songs and writing and stuff like that. So they're not they're giving me the time of day, but they're not the number one in the fan club by any means. So yeah.
Yeah, our kids are younger, I guess. 5 and 6 and 8 for me.
Yeah, 5 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They're half interested. It's usually like turn it down, like quit practicing so loud and all that kind of stuff. So I think they think it's kind of cool, and they know when shows are coming up and that kind of stuff. So yeah,
That's cool.
I will say though, the other day Maddie came into the room and she's like, "Yeah, Dad, I've been working on this song. Can you help me with it?" And I was like,
Nice.
"Yeah, of course. This is fun." And she's like, "So when your band plays it, I want Brandon to sing this one line because I think it would suit him." And I'm like,
just
"Well,
one line.
yeah, well,
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, honey. I mean, I'm not sure this will, your song will make it to the stage, but I don't want to let you down here. So
She's hired. I like it. I like the go get 'em attitude. She has good taste.
she didn't seem to care if I sung it, but she had a line.
I noticed. That's what I appreciate.
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, it's fun to include them too, right? Like
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't included mine yet, but
Well, when yours start to talk a little bit more and form sentences better than you, they'll be on the show and you'll be done.
they already do. Yeah, Dawg and Gus's,
Dog and the Gus's, the Gussies.
the Gus twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Oh man! So you guys got a couple of shows. I saw you got like 4 shows coming up.
Yep.
You got the Osgood Porch Fest, which will be fun because we went to one a couple of years ago. That was a lot of fun. I love the idea of that. We was talking with Gus about that. It's such a great idea. Just like be playing on somebody's porch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how
cool.
like the first show we played last year was at Osgood Porch Fest, and what a great venue or like place to play. There's all these different musicians, and it was really approachable, and you walk down the street and there's all this good music. So and it's fun to be able to play on a porch or something like that, less formal. So
Yeah, totally, like a community event too. Like it's nice to see the families and everybody out, walking around and enjoying some of that nice weather when we get it. So it's a great thing.
That's why they don't
I
do
don't
it
live
now.
far from there too, so it's pretty cool for me because I get to go
Oh, nice,
check it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
The No-Go Coffee there as well. It's a really nice venue too. We got to play a show there, and I think we're going there soon too.
Yeah,
Really cool spot.
Mid-May, we're out there.
May
Yeah.
10th, boys. Come
May
on.
10th.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, one, there's one
We
in
got you.
Kinburn too, and we're playing at a brewery at Covered Bridge. We
Earth
did
again, but
bring our
nicer
notes.
weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Just nice time. Yeah.
Yeah.
it
Safer
seems like
drive.
seems like we have so many shows, it's hard to keep track of them. But
Yeah.
I think it's just we're getting old and we can't remember what's going on.
Big
But
point.
Well, I think I think it goes on that balance thing that you were mentioning too, because you have schedules for your kids and your wife and whatever else, right? So
You got 3 different calendars going at the same time.
job.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things to consider in the mix.
Yeah.
I get it totally. So what would you say is your songwriting? What's your songwriting process like? So does somebody come with lyrics and then you work around it, or is there a beat first, or how's that go?
Matt produces fully formed, recorded, polished songs, and we just have to play them. So that's great. I throw spaghetti at the wall and ask for help and what goes here. So, and a lot of other tunes are like, Bram's written tunes with Matt, and Luke's provided lyrics, and it's been pretty collaborative, and yeah.
The thing, like in previous groups I've been with, I mean, maybe it's just been the people I've been playing music with, but it's been more of a like, if you want to, one individual brings a song to the table, maybe that's why I do more of it like that. But and there wasn't as much collaboration, and I think I kind of got to a point where I wasn't like in the last band we were in. It didn't really feel like a good place to be sort of sharing. Here, I'm trying this out. Here's a riff. Here's a thing. But within this group, I feel like there's a lot of different avenues we've kind of gone down to get to the end of a song. Whether it's coming with some lyrics, then we put something together, or like a couple times Bram's thrown out a drum track and be like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And like I found that really kind of invigorating, because it like gets me out of what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, here's what I have to work with, and this is really cool, and I can kind of go down a different path. So it's been a lot of collaborative effort for sure in this band.
Yeah, especially when it comes to arrangement and finalizing the songs. It's really a lot of conversation during band practice about make longer verse, add a bridge here, maybe play a different chord progression, and that type of thing. So it's been really, really fun that we all have kind of our own voice, and that everybody's listened to. It's a good environment.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good on both sides. Like everybody has a voice and there's opportunity, and then I think on the flip side, it's like there's not the pressure to be like, to be responsible for everything. It's like, well, here's, I don't know, 40% of something. These guys are like, oh, let's do this, and then it comes together. So
that's cool. It seems like there's no ego involved either, right?
I'd say this is probably like the 4 least egotistical guys. It's sometimes hard to maybe even get to a decision because we're all don't want to, take
that's fair.
too late. But it's all good.
Can you tell me what that's like?
It's only
What are you
here.
saying, bro? What are you saying?
Making a
I've only
joke.
ever seen it
Making a
exist here.
joke.
I get the best out of you, dog. We get the best out of you. You get top billing on the name. You got it all, buddy.
It's alphabetical, dude.
He's got the beard, man. He's got to go first.
Yeah,
it's true. Very true.
It is very true.
And no, it actually just sounds better, Dawg and Gus.
Yeah, it does.
Gus and Dawg. Doesn't make sense.
That's Doug, yeah.
When you guys are thinking of writing songs and stuff, do you kind of stray away from ballads? You want to just keep it up tempo when you're doing your shows?
I don't know. I think we've got a mix of ballads. Yeah, we got slower stuff, and one of my favorite tunes is one that Matt wrote, and it's slow and heavy tune. Like, I think we mix it up, and I don't know. I think like we have a lot of different tastes and influences in that, and like I keep saying like, oh, I'd love to do like a psychedelic type track or something like that, but if I just need to learn how to play a guitar, then maybe I could do it. But I don't know. I think some of them come out I don't know, not like I'll start to think of something should be one way, and then we start playing it and it goes a different direction. So
I think we've been leaning towards getting sort of crowd involvement and
Hand clapping.
hand clapping, and like let's why don't we make this a cappella, or take the instruments out and get the crowd doing whatever, and which sort of slides it towards more maybe musically, some of the songs maybe more musically upbeat, and we're lyrically maybe we're still talking about whatever the van crashing or whatever we're talking about.
All of us dying in a snowstorm
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
on our way to Perth.
The Perth ride.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. If you could like visualize 5 years from now at musically and have a perfect ending, like not ending, but 5 years from now, where it would be, what would you say that is?
I knew you were gonna ask that, and I was driving over here tonight. And I thought, shit, I bet we should talk to the guys about this because we haven't really.
We haven't talked about our 5-year
We-
plan.
yeah, I think we're just kind of
Year by year kind of guys.
yeah, one by one. But I mean, yeah, we're sort of getting into. Well, for me, we're still feel pretty new, and like what's our still sort of figuring out what our stage whatever our thing is, and focusing, sort of trying to aim for figuring that out.
Okay, bring me some ego though. Give me some ego answer. I know you're not ego. You're like anything.
Well, really, we actually
Dream
want to
big.
open up for the new Ottawa venue there.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go. That's what we want to hear.
Yeah,
Seriously.
I don't
That's
know,
what we
like
wanna
5
hear.
years from now, they'll be 4 years in, so you'll be
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be built, and you guys will be ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. The Cattail Creek Center. No, it's
There, see, even better. I think that's a great name.
I mean, I don't know if you want to rename the place, but you can play there. It's like
You told them to dream big,
You
dude.
that is
you
a
asked
big
the
dream. I like
play
that.
song, yeah.
Cattail
Yeah.
Creek Center. That actually
Well, I
has a
think,
really
like,
good ring to it.
I
It
think even
does.
if even doing this, or even if we just keep doing this is fun. Like, it's been such a good creative outlet, and like a way to I've never written songs before, and haven't played steady like this with a group ever. So it's just been great for that alone. So yeah.
Yeah, we sort
Very
of check in to make sure it's fun, right? We're always like, is everybody having fun? Yes. Then we're gonna keep doing it. That's it. So kind of a non-ego answer maybe, but yeah, as long as it's
No.
fun, I think we're there. That's our main goal. Have some fun.
It's a heartfelt
We,
answer.
we got to get something on these guys. They're so nice. Jesus.
I think we'll get something.
All right.
We're halfway in.
We're halfway in.
We'll get
Now come the tough questions.
There's still
That's
time. There's still time.
the ones I was up till 2 in the morning.
hate about each other.
Yeah.
So-
Let me get my list out.
yeah,
That's it.
exactly. Yeah.
Here.
I really want to air
intervention.
this now. I want to air this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a cathartic, it's an intervention. What do you like?
Yeah.
And just like about each other.
We
All
just
right.
broke up the band.
Yeah, we did. That's our goal. To do at least once a 3 years. Why the mandolin? Explain.
Why
Is there?
who?
Sorry, may I
It's-
jump in? Is there someone that plays the mandolin that you look up to that's in the world? And I'm trying.
I know who you're thinking
I'm
of.
trying to pull an answer out.
I know who you're thinking of.
Yeah. And I'll answer
trying to
that
think of
later.
who. So Matt and I both play the mandolin, but I'm trying to remember who, because it was in our the work band who
did
played
it first?
Yeah, yeah.
It was you, man.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, you played Mando in that band, and then
I think because there's there's already guitarists. You're playing guitar.
guitar,
Our a buddy of ours is playing banjo.
and you had
There's
a
a fiddle
Mando.
player.
Yeah, and you had a Mando, and you're just like, okay, I'll just play this thing. And
I can remember what.
Building
Where did I
good.
have them in? Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I really like bluegrass. Like, I love bluegrass music, and I just thought it was a cool instrument to learn or to try to pick up. But
yeah, you were playing mandolin, and then we were playing for a while, and it was COVID, and I was like, I'm bored and restless, and so I rented a mandolin from Long McQuaid, and like, oh, this is not too bad, so I ended up buying one. And I think that's how I got into it.
yeah,
Because of you, pal.
yeah. Well, and he quickly surpassed me in his skills and abilities. So, but it's cool. It's a fun instrument. It sounds nice, and like we've weaved it into some of our heavier tunes as well, and yeah, sounds cool.
To answer your question, I don't think we've answered your question.
No.
yet,
I
have
can't
we?
remember the question.
No, we haven't. Okay.
Still here though. Whatever you're ready.
We'll eventually get. How much time do we get? No. For me, like Sierra Hull, is a pretty cool player. Who I've kind of always liked the style of, but then like going back a little bit, Bill Monroe, and
Mhm.
his
That's going back a bit.
yeah. I mean, his music and the simplicity, yet difficulty of it is, and just the melodic nature that bluegrass that he plays is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, you could go Earl and Scruggs. You could go Ricky Skaggs is a pretty good mandolin player.
For me, it's Steve Earle.
He was gonna. I knew you were going towards that.
We cover Galway Girls, sort of one of our Steve Earle tune that we do.
It's my favorite song.
It's one of his favorites.
Have
Of
to
all,
come out
like,
and see
it's
us
all-
play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll start crying. That'd be great. 'Cause Megan's a Galway girl. That's how it is, you know.
There's
Yeah, it's such a good
Sing it
tune.
to her all the
Yeah.
time. Their blue
Yeah.
eyes and brown hair, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
She
beauty.
hates it. She hates it when I do it, but I don't care.
It's so good. Such a good tune.
Keep going.
It
she'll
is,
get
yeah.
used to it.
Well, we're huge Steve Earle fans. Dawg and I kind of bonded on that originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then eventually went and saw them together.
Oh, nice.
He's seen him more than I have, but we went and saw him at least 3 times.
Yeah, I've seen him like I think 13 times.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, we drove to Kingston once to see him because he didn't put out tickets for Ottawa, and I'm like, we're going to Kingston to see Steve Earle. 2 weeks later, he puts out tickets for Ottawa. I'm like, we're going to see Steve Earle.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see him in Ottawa too?
Yes.
A Dawg
Good,
did, yeah.
good.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
And
nice.
I saw him with Dawg in Kingston, which
Yeah.
was cool because all the Tragically Hip was there too. And unfortunately, Gord had just died, like I think that year.
Mhm.
And then we went to Kingston. I'm like, oh man, they're all here. Like they were.
Well, a couple of them were in a
And then I
band.
want a signed poster.
You did.
I want a signed like Steve Earle signed poster. It was-
I got him.
Not bad.
It's funny
So cool.
because we walked in. We were standing outside, and there was a bus.
Yeah.
And I said, I think that's Steve Earle's bus.
and he's just like meditating.
And he just walked by the window.
Yeah.
And it's like,
It wasn't- you know, he was sitting in the window.
Yeah.
And you look at him, and he's just like,
Yeah.
You'd think he was high on heroin again, but he wasn't. He was, you know, obviously he's not. But
Yeah.
he
High
was just
on
like,
life. That's
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, but probably just getting focused, right? Like you probably
Yeah,
do
yeah.
when you're about to go on stage.
yeah, but not high on heroin though, guys. Just don't
No.
do drugs.
No.
No, yeah, thanks. If you take
Is that how you
anything
get to
from
be
this
like Steve Earle?
discussion,
Yeah.
More heroin.
yeah, that's what you heard, right?
Yeah.
More heroin. That's what I'm taking away from this.
Oh boy. Anyway, Is-
Gus, I think you're a Beastie Boys fan, right?
Huge.
Did you see them when they were in Ottawa?
No, and I regret it every day.
Yeah, it's so good. You're saying like, you know, how instrumental they are. I think like my favorite part of that concert, the stage revolved around, and like when after their like a hip hop set, and then it turned around and it was like lit up with like string lights, and it was like a lounge, and they had a whole instrumental part. It was really cool. Yeah, you would have loved it for sure.
Oh yeah. Well, I listened to the, you know, if you go on the Spotify's of the world and listen you get a Beastie Boys instrumentals, and they have
So
a whole
good.
playlist, and it just like it's like such a chill atmosphere when you play that because
Yeah,
like again with Dawg like he brings me bands, I bring him to different things. I'm a hip hop guy from back in the day, and he's obviously not. He's a country guy, and then we bring each other both. But the one thing I mentioned to him, and now he plays it quite. I'm sure you play it quite often. You put on the instrumentals of the Beastie Boys, and it's like
so good.
it's mellow. It's like just so chill, and yeah. And we talked to damn it, Graven, and Graven was like, we kind of geeked out about Beastie Boys, similar to what I'm doing with you right now, but how he talked about the Subway show, like when he was going on Dave Letterman or something like that, and they started at the stop and sang all the way into the studio, and then did their interview, but they timed it so perfectly that once they got there, they were done the song. It was really cool. It was really cool. I
they're
think I
awesome.
reposted
Yeah.
it.
you did. Yeah, you put it up on our stories.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, sorry. But that's good. Yeah.
No, he could go off. He can go off and talk on hip
On
hop.
different bands, different
Yeah.
groups like Tribe Called Quest, and like they were all like my faves back in the day.
Yeah.
Speaking of bands, is there any local band that you guys would like to play with?
Oh man,
Hmm.
these guys probably. I'd say Luke and Bram know a lot more of the local guys. I'm learning a lot of them from you guys and from being out, but I just heard was it Proctor Hawk was on?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh
they're
man,
awesome.
I listened to them today. They're awesome. Taming Sorry is good.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like folk, we played with Wayward Sound, Occasional Pudding, like guys like that, kind of more in our, like the folky wheelhouse, and
Mhm.
that's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
Both awesome bands.
I think East Coast Experience will be fun for you guys to play with.
Sure, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And and another Creek, Evil Creek.
Yeah.
Would be,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Sweet.
they're good boys. They're good lads, all of them.
Johnny's
Nice.
Johnny's a big fan of the show.
Hey, right on.
He's
Sweet.
real.
Nice.
He's from Ireland. He's just a wild man. He's just amazing. He's such a good guy.
And he plays the mandolin.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, he
beauty.
does.
Nice.
Yes.
Approved.
Yeah.
Approved.
We gotta
Stamp.
get the setup. Get to the setup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evil Creek and East Coast experience for sure.
And then
Yeah, there you
then
go.
we can have a three-way mandolin battle.
There you go.
There
There you go against Johnny. Johnny's pretty
Yeah.
good.
I'm
Johnny be good.
Johnny be good, as they say.
Calling
Hold
him
on.
out.
No, I'm not trying to set this up here. No.
No,
During
we're happy to-
mandolin
this
battle.
is your hour. So
make it
please
happen.
just enjoy.
Hey, we have their ears. We can talk to them.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Seriously, we can.
Yeah, they're really good friends of the show. Actually, we've done a couple promotional, like we hosted for them a couple times, which is great. And
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah,
Sweet.
Dr. Hawk's actually from Toronto, but they're they're awesome. I can't wait till they
Hey.
come to Ottawa.
Yeah, I think one of the I can't remember their names, but one of them went to school in Peterborough. I went to Peterborough as well, and he was telling stories about Red Dog, and it
Mhm.
just brought me back to those days. It's a fun
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you guys do to deal with creative blocks or performance anxiety?
Oof.
Gosh.
Hmm.
Still working on the performance anxiety part. Yeah, some shows I've been up there and not said a word, and look back at Bram. Bram's like, "Yeah, say something, say something." So
I'm like, I give you words. Like,
yeah. Still working on that part of it, but lots of nights we have fun, and some nights up there it's just I get a bit of a block myself, and
Yeah.
we'll hand it over to Matt, and Matt and I both. I'd say we sing half and half, and Matt's always great on the mic and keeps the crowd entertained. But
I think I think getting the getting over that the first hump of any performance, getting into some comedy,
Yeah.
like were you saying some it was said every musician really wants to be a comedian.
yeah.
And the
Soundbite.
I didn't say it. I heard somebody else say it.
Yeah,
but yeah,
still.
I mean it's
when the crowd gets into it too, I find that takes it down for me. Like,
Yeah.
gets me more relaxed
Yeah.
when you see people enjoying themselves. So
Yeah.
that's my.
yeah.
But besides that, I'm a nervous wreck. So.
Yeah,
And
it's funny you say the joke thing, because on Friday night I was at the Rainbow, and there's this new group. Their very first show. They're called Runaway Kit, and in between songs, one of the girls who's like a backing vocal and had some vocals, she would tell jokes, and they were like bad dad jokes, but it was hilarious because they're like, okay, tuning, getting ready, and she's like, so, and then she, you know what the difference, and she starts, and everybody laugh, and then they're ready for their next song, so it was like perfect.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
it was
what,
lots of fun.
We played at the Rainbow. We played it. 789 was we played with them, and same kind of thing. Like they're primarily instrumental, but I forget what's the bassist name.
Might have been Mike. Is it
Oh, Matt.
Matt?
No, the
Guitars.
bassist.
Bassist?
And yeah.
Yeah,
And anyway, yeah, between tunes that were all instrumental, he would come on and just like low key, quiet, kind of dad joke type of stuff. Everybody loosens up, and then they're on to this next like wild instrumental tune. So it's just filling in those with a bit of humor to relate to the audience is huge.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's so true. It's like eases you guys and also eases them. And
Well, it's just it, right? Like when you're tuning and getting ready for the next song, people are like, getting ready. So it's fun if you just, kind of say something stupid or just to get there. Did you just say that? Just to keep them engaged
Yeah.
when the next song comes firing out of the guns, as it were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you hear a chuckle or two, then it's not a big deal, So we're not
Seriously,
not so
yeah.
serious.
Yeah,
Everything's
for sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, and it's still fun. Like you're not like you said, like you're doing this for your free time, so you should have fun. Like I mean, that's like it better be fun,
Yeah.
Show your chops, but also have some fun too.
Yeah, seriously.
What can fans expect from a live show?
I guess a mix of, I don't know, like folk and some covered tunes. We've got a couple hours of music now that we've rehearsed and more and more originals are popping in there, and yeah, like we said, working on like the crowd participation tunes and stuff like that. So hopefully a good time. And yeah, when I'm not nervous, and we're usually having a good time. Like we're laughing a lot, and you know, having fun,
So
Yeah.
fun and interactive.
fun and
And
interactive.
get you moving. That's
Get you
what
moving.
should expect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some toe tapping, some hand clapping.
There you go.
Yes.
That's
you guys-
kind of what.
Yeah, go play the House of Tard, come off the stage in the middle of a mandolin solo and play the pinball machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get a pierogi.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Heard the pierogies are good.
Yeah.
I've heard I may try some Saturday night.
They're damn good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Do you guys have, I ask this a lot and I get a lot of different answers. Do you have a secret love of a person musically that other people just don't get? Like, are you a Swiftie? Are you do you like your Celine Dion? What's that other? Yeah, never mind. Let's go. Fess up, boys.
Tom Jones.
Yeah.
Tom Jones. Hey, nothing wrong with Tom Jones,
I
man.
love Tom Jones.
Let's go, boys. One
Like
at a time.
guilty pleasure kind of thing.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah, you just couldn't word the question
okay. Well,
properly.
I'm kind of fallen into a rabbit hole of watching and following Olivia Rodrigo. Lately.
That's what we're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah. She's quite all right.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
okay.
just because of her music, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's just the music.
That's a
Yeah.
talented musician. And she's got really good things to say.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. I don't know. You good?
I can go. It's not really, I don't know if I'm really embarrassed about it, but it's a little bit, actually, Gus, you said Tribe Called Quest, and so I'm a little bit of a trip hop guy from the 90s, so I don't really share that with everyone because it's not everyone's cup of tea, but yeah,
I did not know.
I used to enjoy like Diggable Planets, Tricky,
Turkey's
Fridge, who else? That kind of stuff, sort of the trip hop stuff. So it's, yeah.
Tricky was a trip, man. He was like,
Yeah.
Trip hop.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
trip hop, essentially, yeah.
I remember you said a drum track one time, and you're like, oh yeah, it's kind of. I was like, oh yeah, this has got a cool groove. And you're like, yeah, it's kind of like
Influenced by
I'm like, oh, I haven't. I'll look these up. I'm like, damn,
That's when I
this is hard.
that's when I
This is
got
good.
quiet.
Yeah, this is not what I expected, but this is good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's chill. It's fun.
Yeah.
And it's trippy. Trippy is good.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, it's nice. Anybody else?
Go ahead.
I
can't think.
I don't have any super guilty pleasures, but I like both my kids are super into Taylor Swift, and so at first I was like, okay, I'll listen to her to support my kids and be able to relate to them, but there's some killer tunes that she's got written, and that I think I haven't talked to you guys yet, but we should maybe work up some Swiftie covers.
Okay.
But
Yeah, for
With mandolin.
to play for my daughter's birthday. She wants Taylor Swift theme, and she wants so we wanted to play a Taylor Swift tune.
It's good.
All right.
On that
She's
one,
a
I guess my only one. It's not. I wouldn't even say I like this one that much, but to try to win my girls over, I've learned "Pink Pony Club" by Chapel Roan.
Yes. Yes.
Try to win them over somehow. So playing that one for them.
You got to do what you got to do, Dad.
Yeah,
So-
Yeah.
I don't. He does.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. We're still in the Raffi
Yes, guy.
baby shark.
Wiggles.
Yeah, fair.
We're listening to stuff I don't want to hear at all. But
I sort of wish I was still in the Raffi days. Raffi's kind of better than some of the stuff they listen to, but
Raffi's great. Raffi's
I like
is
Raffi,
great.
yeah.
It's timeless, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was I ran into him on South Spring Island. 5 or 6
Oh,
weeks
nice.
ago. Yeah, it was like, childhood hero. I don't think he wanted to be having a big conversation, but I was like, fucking Raffi, this is amazing. He looked a little older than I remembered him, but still got it.
Yeah. He's playing in Ottawa in a couple a month, maybe, I think.
Well, there you go.
Was that right?
Dog, you want to go see him?
No, I do not.
Okay, cool.
Is he looking for an opening act or?
Send him a DM.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Raph.
Hey, Raffi, I don't know if you look at these, but
Yeah.
we would love to open up for you. Get the kids going, That's awesome. What's your favorite song of all time?
Ask Gus that afterwards, too. That's not fair.
We
Yeah.
can, yeah. We'll give you ours after. I mean, I don't even know what mine is.
Exactly.
But we can
Yeah,
go. We can go.
I go on like I'll get a song in my head and I'll play it like nonstop for days, kind of thing, and it always changes. I think right now it's the this is the day. I don't know.
Nice.
I've been listening to that for days, weeks, but yeah,
The-
pick one. I don't know. That's hard.
You just did. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
you're
Done.
welcome.
I'm doing that for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think for me, I'd probably sit Down at the Khyber by Joe Plaskett Emergency. And I mean, with the same caveat that, it's like beer. Like if, this beer is incredible, but it has to do with the surroundings and the things you're doing. And, it changes from time to time. But yeah, a song that's always up there
Plaskett,
and has a big influence is that tune. Yeah.
Cool. Next. It's you, Luke.
Is that me? Yeah.
That's me?
Luke, take it.
Okay.
There's only two others.
Get some time here.
I guess I mean it's so hard, but I'll go with Good Arms versus Bad Arms by Frightened Rabbit,
Oh, nice.
an awesome band out of Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah, rest in
Aye.
peace, Scott Hutchison, the lead singer. But great band.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay.
Right, here we go. What am I really? I guess something. Well, I guess it's something I can always kind of go back to if I kind of need like a comfort song, maybe. It's Night Swimming from REM off of Automatic for the People. That whole album I can
Yeah.
listen to. Geez, on repeat like over and over. But that song is sort of symbolic. Bit of a connection with my brother too on that song. So yeah, that's the one that always gets me.
Nice.
Gus.
I go through different. Obviously, everybody does, but I would say I've been listening to Orange Crush by REM a lot lately for some reason,
Nice.
and but I would say Simple Man by Leonard Skinner. It's probably my go-to. Yeah, I don't know. There's a few. I mean, I can go through a lot of Dire Straits too because I also have a connection with my brother with Dire Straits. When we lost my brother a little while ago, and having. His favorite band was he thought Mark Knopfler was the shit, and I do too actually. And there's certain songs like Brothers in Arms that I can't listen to the whole song because I can't do it. But that album is ridiculous. So I would say Simple Man by Leonard Skinner.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna go Gary Allen. Every storm runs out of rain, which is a great tune. If you listen to the lyrics, it's a very it's going to be okay. You're going to go through some shit, but it's going to be okay. And the other one, my go-to is Steve Earle, My Old Friend the Blues.
Yeah,
it's probably my top song of all time.
Galway Girls, right up there for me.
Yeah,
too.
for you as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some good tunes.
I got to see Cattail Creek's version. That's for sure.
Yeah, Galway Girl.
Yeah.
No pressure, boys. No pressure.
Not at all. I'll just be standing there really focused
And really pissed off if you don't get it right.
I'm not going to laugh at the mid joke in
Focused
between
and judging.
songs. Like
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have to see if we can get a tear out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Don't worry. It's like, as I've aged, I used to be like, no, I'm not crying. And then now I'm older with like these beautiful twin daughters, and everything's like, oh my god,
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yeah, it's like,
Get the kid softness. Just
oh, it changed me for sure, 100%.
I know.
In many
Yeah,
ways,
for sure.
and I think in the best ways too, because it's like you just see a different view of things and how your life is gone, and now you're at the other, you're on the back nine now, so it's like you can't.
Yeah, there's a lot more estrogen in this room than there used to be.
Well, I have a female dog, female kids, and female partner. So this is what we do, bud. There's no testosterone left in the house, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
That's not true. That's not true. I bring enough for everybody.
Uh-huh.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. There's the dad you need.
There you go. There you go.
How did you guys develop your musical skills? Like, did you guys pick it up as a young kid and then just sort of evolve, or how did it go?
Yeah, I took piano lessons from my mom when I was a really young kid for about a year, and then I was like, I can't do that. I'm out. I can't have you as my teacher. I didn't say it like that. Obviously, she would have thrown me out of the house. But
Hit you with a spoon.
What's your
Yeah,
mom's
yeah.
email? 'Cause we're going to send this right to her.
And then for like guitar and stuff, I've just kind of picked it up and sort of self-taught and learned from others and stuff like that. So, not not super accomplished, but sort of cobbled my way to where I am. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as me. I had piano lessons and
With his mom?
With
no, with his mom. It might have been his mom. I don't know. It might have been her.
there was this other student she kept giving all her time to. That's funny. I mean,
Focus on him.
I took a few lessons. Some of them were at school during recess, and I stopped going because I didn't want to miss recess and didn't tell my parents, and they're paying for lessons. And the teacher's like, "Is Brandon coming back?" And I'm like, "What do you mean coming back? Like, isn't he
Oh,
going
shit.
to
Oh,
all his
no.
lessons?" Yeah. So that was kind of it. I had a few more piano lessons from Tyler Keeley after that, family friend, and he's a great musician, plays around Ottawa and all over. But then other than that, like everything else was self-taught, and we kind of had instruments around the house all the time that you could pick up. But yeah, still learning.
Never stop learning, that's for sure.
No, that's it.
I'm from a musical family too. Both my parents, my mom plays piano, my dad's a guitarist, acoustic guitarist, and so yeah, it was kind of from a young age we all played a little bit, and I started playing drums I think around 12 or 13. Yeah, around that time. Only took lessons for about 2 years, and the weirdest lessons too. Actually, shout out to the moms. Like my mom used to drive me 2 hours to this place in Vermont for lessons with a drum instructor, and it was all big band and funk. So I'd bring her like the Chili Peppers, and she'd be like, "Oh, I'm going to show you where this comes from." And so she'd like pull out like old funk records and really like break it down. And
That's
so that was a blast. And the big band stuff too. Well, I always joke with Luke because he's always giving me confused eyes when I get into like some of the big band stuff I do. He's like, "How am I supposed to play bass to this?" It's all like boom, 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 boom. Anyway, so yeah, so that was my formal training. But yeah, I guess after that, just pretty much taught myself from listening to stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And me, from a non-musical family. In fact, my parents wouldn't even put the radio on in the car, and it was the weirdest. It's still to this day the weirdest, most uncomfortable thing. But
Learning a lot here.
Yeah.
yeah, my mom every now and again, my dad would put on John Denver or Jukebox Hero by Foreigner. That's another one of my favorites. But
Banger.
so good. But my mom made me start piano when I was young. I played piano for a few years, and then I hated that. I always fought with her about that. And then got into the guitar. I took some lessons over the years, and then stopped with the lessons and just more free range, like Brandon and these guys here. After that, just learning what you love. So
Nice. Yeah, that's great. I was going to mention, did you see the interview Pharrell did with Dave Grohl? And just because you talked about funk drumming, and he said that he got a lot of his sound from the Gap Band, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And he was, and then Pharrell's like, "What?" And it makes so much sense, right? But at the time, he never caught on to it. But then you're like, if you listen to "Smells Like Teen Spirit," like the start is totally,
Of course.
it makes so much sense. And then I was like, that's so cool, like because the influence is so important because of how you listen to music. Like if I love funk music, sometimes I just put it on just for shits and giggles, but it's like but it gets you in a good mood, right? Like you're just like kind of like, okay, I can clean the house now, I'm not pissed off about stepping on toys, but you know what I mean? Like it just gets you going. We ask everybody this question. I'm sure you're ready for it. We picked 2 decades. There's the 80s and the 90s, and that decade of music for you, which one would be more important?
90s, easy.
And why?
For the 90s.
Oh, and why?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe a whole. 90s, yeah.
Just kind of my musical awakening was in high school when grunge was just kicking off, and so that's my era, that's my influence. But 80s certainly influenced me a lot, but not to the degree that 90s grunge scene did. For sure.
Makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm going 90s. I had the first tape I got. My parents got me was Paul Abdul. This is in the late 80s. Now, not yeah, I know, and I was kind of upset, but because my brother actually gave my brother Midnight Oil, and I was like, man, that would be a sweet tape to get. But anyway, so
I'll
I didn't
trade
let
you.
like
No.
yeah, no, don't wait, man. But yeah, I grew up. 90s was my formative years of music and Halifax pop explosion and all that, and so that's kind of where my heart lies.
I'm gonna say 80s. I grew up like, same as these guys. 90s was, the music that was in my formative years, but a lot of the music that I like 80s, like hip hop or like, License to Ill is late 80s. And I find more now, my answer might have been different maybe like 10 years ago or so, but I've been finding a lot more 80s music, like the and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, I just like some of the heavier sounds and like the synthesized sounds and stuff like that. So I'll say 80s, but yeah, definitely 90s are right there too.
I
I gotta
figured
go.
I had you when you said the, so
Yeah, you perked up.
I did. I went,
Yeah.
"Oh, paying attention now."
It's so good, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go 90s too. I mean, at home we had records from the 60s. I don't know, Dog. How old are you? We had
60.
records from the 60s. Okay. Your era. No, but yeah, I mean, that was the base of the music we listened to. And then, but when the 90s, when I started to develop my own collection, it was all, yeah, from about 92 on, I guess 92 to about 95, I think are all the best CDs I own. Yeah.
It was a hell of a run.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a,
There's
A lot
no,
of good ones in there.
the Chronic.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's
It's just,
Yeah.
no, but there was like that one 8-week period where it's like, I think 10 different albums that came out that are just bangers. Like,
yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 4 shows coming up, Dog. What are want to rhyme them off for us?
Yep. April. Well, I got 3 of them, not 4.
Okay.
April 12th. I think that's the Perth one, guys?
Kinburn.
Kinburn, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
And then the 10th, they're at the No Go Cafe.
Yeah.
And then they're playing Osgood Porch Fest
House of
on the 24th. No, they want to play House of Tag.
And then Satag TBD.
To be announced, TBA.
Yes.
Well, boys, thanks very much for joining us for a little bit. And, great chatting with you. And we'll follow along and make sure to share everything you put out there. So love that.
Awesome. Thanks. Guys. A lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
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 Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus, Dawg and Gus.